everyone. So my name is Liv Burns and I'm here with Callum today to talk to you a little bit about Capgemini and what we offer and what we do. So if you'd like to go to the next slide, please, Callum. Sorry, we're used to using MS Teams, so if we're a little bit slow, just bear with us.
Oh, there we are.
There we are. So our agenda, we'd like to go through who are Capgemini, what we do, what we can offer for apprentices in this instance, what our recruitment process is, and why pick Capgemini. So first of all, to set the scene, a little bit of context around Capgemini. These are some of our major clients. So we work alongside McDonald's, Heathrow Airport, IKEA, HMRC, the NHS, Burberry. So we have a lot, a really big range of different clients here in the UK. Some of the things that we do is help to provide an IT solutions and digital transformation for some of these clients. We offer support and we are a service-based company. We don't tend to provide a physical product. It's more we provide our people and our expertise. Next slide, please. So I'll talk to you a little bit about who I am and why I chose to become an apprentice for Capgemini. So first of all, Capgemini is a huge employer for the UK, and the account that I currently work on is HMRC. We help HMRC to collect billions of pounds worth of tax a year. This is something that obviously is something that we need a lot of support with. And we currently have around 3,000 people just working on the HMRC account alone in the UK. So we also have a lot of clients like Jaguar Land Rover. We've got McDonald's in the UK. So there's a big scope of people that we provide a service and IT service towards. So for me in particular, why does it keep going back and forth?
Sorry, it's doing it automatically.
For me in particular, I left school and with my A-levels, and I decided I want to be a degree apprentice for a big company that's got a lot of flexibility, a lot of scope to move around, try different roles. I wanted to get my hands involved in a lot of different things, working with big multinational companies. This is something that really appealed to me. It is a big decision deciding whether you would like to be a degree apprentice, because obviously you do have a full-time job alongside doing a degree, but obviously this is 100% funded for you. You've got a full-time wage. You know, it's a really nice package that Capgemini offer, and many other people offer also. So for me, I was like, yeah, I've got my A-levels, I did quite well, I got my grades, I want to be a degree apprentice. So I applied for Capgemini because for my scheme, I do the business management and leadership, and this is working alongside Aston University. So as my day role, I am a trained PMO analyst. So what this means is that I work alongside project managers on big projects. I track budgets, I track revenue, costing, all that good, fun, interesting stuff. And I'm also trained as a business operations analyst as well. So that's looking at more stuff that's indirect to the company. So sort of like holidays, timesheets, that kind of thing as well. And with being with Capgemini for just over a year now, I have had 3 different roles. So rotation is something that they are very keen on. Which is really great for me. It really helps my university work with my portfolio of evidence that I have to do. And it's really interesting and fun. And it's really great, I think, that at such a young age, I'm able to get straight in there and get that eyesight into the working world, really. So I'm currently in my second year of the degree. So my degree, as I previously mentioned, is with Aston University. It is management and leadership degree. So it's 4.5 years long, and that's the idea that you don't have more than one module at once. Aston are very keen that they understand that you are full-time employees as well as just apprentices, as well as just having your degree. So they do manage the uni work quite well. They do one module at a time, and I find that really useful. My favourite thing about Capgemini, I would say, is the people. absolutely the people. Everyone's really friendly, approachable. We have really good rapport in the office. It is it's a very nice working environment. We are very hot on inclusion. That's one of our values, actually, is active inclusion. And it's really nice that coming in at such a low level, obviously I had no previous work experience at all, anything like that. It was really, really nice that people valued my opinion. I wasn't just making tea or coffee. I was straight in there on all of those project works, right, dealing with the client face to face. So at times, yes, it was really intimidating, giving so much responsibility, but it's amazing. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about, and I'm keen for other people to be aware of as well. Following on from that, just waiting for my slide again. I'll just focus a little bit more on the degree as well, because obviously I assume you're all very keen to understand what you learn about on the degree. So your degree is very well tailored to the working environment. I learn a lot about stakeholder management, business analysis. We do a little bit of finance on there as well. Management and leadership styles. So for instance, being able to identify what kind of manager you have. Do you have a very firm manager, someone that doesn't give you much freedom in your role? Do you have a really laid back manager with like lack of direction? So it is very interesting and very sort of relevant stuff that you're learning. It's stuff that is useful in my day-to-day role, so I don't feel like I'm just doing any old degree in my spare time. I feel that it is very valid to what I'm doing now. One thing that is different to a lot of degrees with Aston University is that you are expected to go on an upfront training period at Aston. So this is an 8-week intensive long course with Aston. Some of the things that you'll learn is professional skills in the workplace, code of ethics and business conduct, presentation skills, how to deliver a good presentation, how to put together a PowerPoint. A lot of these soft skills that you need to really succeed in the business are taught on that upfront 8-week training period. This is designed to be slightly more stressful than the degree in general. The workload is a lot more, but on your upfront training period, you're not given any normal work. You're not given any of your day-to-day job. It's all just solely focused on your degree with Aston. It's all about that upfront training period. So it's something that's really unique to Capgemini, the fact that Aston do offer this package. For me, I was sent away to live at Aston in the halls, which again was a fantastic experience. But this year round, obviously, with all of the coronavirus stuff, it's been done virtually, but it's also been a massive success. We've just had around 12 people finish that upfront training period last Friday, actually, and they were extremely successful in doing so. So that's definitely something to consider with the business degree apprenticeship. I would say that it is very well balanced. We are given a lot of time away from our work to do our studies. We are put on a lot of projects that help with our studies, and you are put into a community where you're not just alone. There's loads of different apprentices on the business degree. So it's really good to, again, build those networks with people, but also be able to focus on your degree whilst being in work. So I would say I would heavily encourage anyone to give this a go that is considering an apprenticeship, because I know that sometimes at sixth form, doing your A-levels at college or whatever, there's a lot of pressure to go straight to university, but actually you have got other options, and it is really important to consider those other options. So that's just a little bit about my story and about me. If I pass on to Callum, he does something slightly different to me. If you'd like to go through your slide.
Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about a little bit of my story and kind of my thought process and before my employment here at Capgemini. So in the spring of 2019, I didn't know whether I wanted to go to university or do an apprenticeship. So in the spring of 2019, I started looking at apprenticeship schemes. So I was looking at on the government website and also a website called Rate My Apprenticeship. So that's highly recommended if you are interested in those. And I was just looking at whether when I went in depth on the apprenticeship, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I mean, the opportunities are endless, the pay is great, and also compared to universities, you're not going into crippling debt, and also you might not be stuck in an education that you might not want to do because you're learning day to day. So that's highly recommended. So I left college in June 2019, knowing that I wanted to do an apprenticeship, but I didn't know in which industry. So in the August of last year, this is when I found the apprenticeship at Capgemini. And what stood out for me was the opportunities that Capgemini offered to myself. The qualifications, world-renowned in SEMA. The pay is above what most apprenticeship offers. So those were the two main things. And like Liv said, the people are great, and they welcome you with open arms. So I was offered the role in September 2019 after the recruitment process that Liv will speak about in a later slide. And then I started my role this time last year. So I'm carrying on with my level 7 degree in accountancy, which is great. It's good fun to learn, and also, you know, Capgemini do help you through the way. And I aim to be a qualified accountant by 2023. Fingers crossed. So here's some of the apprenticeship programs that we offer. Liv's touched on the business degree apprenticeship, which she's done. So we also offer a cybersecurity apprenticeship. So that's a level 4 in cybersecurity for those who are interested. It's an 18-month program with a structured development plan covering the fundamentals of technical security. And like all apprenticeships at Capgemini, the starting salary is at 17.5 grand a year. And then on the right, you can see the finance degree apprenticeship. So this is the one that I do. So it's a level 7 accountancy and taxation degree. So you're working towards a qualification with either SEMA or ACCA. They're two accountancy bodies that offer the qualification, and they're known throughout the world. So I've opted to go for SEMA as they're kind of specialists in management accounting, which appealed to me very much, which is what I wanted to do. So that's a 3-year program. So I'm just shy of 1 year into it. So yeah, it's great fun. And obviously, like I said, the starting salary is at 17.5 grand a year. So what do we assess during our selection process? So you can see here there's a variety that we do look out for. I'll just touch on a few. Work ethic, you know, we want you to have a good work ethic. By having that, your performance increases, so your work gets better, which is a thumbs up. And also you start to enjoy your work if you have a better work ethic, which, you know, is a bonus to yourself because your morale increases. So that's great for us to see. Also, you can see there on the left, personal growth and self-drive. We want to see you be able to want to better yourself in a way. We want to see that inner motivational. Sorry. So we do want to see that because we don't want to keep getting on your back to make you want to improve yourself. We like to see your inner drive in you.
So I'll talk a little bit about our recruitment process. If you just click forwards, there we go. So you start with an online application. So when the role becomes available and the degree apprenticeship becomes available, you will apply online. So some of the things they ask is sort of previous work experience, you know, why you want to join Capgemini. Have you got the right A-level grades to join? I think you need BBC now. So it, you know, that standard has gone up again. Next click, please. And then if you're successful with your online application, it is a digital interview. So this is usually done on like a laptop, a tablet, mobile phone. You'll get a mix of video interview questions, case studies, and cognitive ability testing. Again, it's nothing too rigorous.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Liv. Just a 1-minute warning, okay?
Okay. And then we have our situational strengths test. So again, this is just testing your basic like maths ability, your ability to problem solve. And then if you're successful with that, it's straight to assessment centre where you will have group exercises and individual interviews. So if you are interested in becoming a degree apprentice with Capgemini, if you just like to scan that on your phones, tablets, or whatever, just to kind of register an interest for us. If you want any more information about anything as well, feel free to reach out to myself or Callum. I'll drop my email in the chat box. I know it's been a really brief whistle-stop tour, but if you guys have any questions about anything, it would be really great